Straight out of Ace Combat, China has their own arsenal bird, and it's an interesting animation.
3, 2, 1, fight toss.
So Indo-Pacific News is reporting that China's Tian SSUAV, game-changing drone mothership, is set for maiden flight. China is preparing to test its next-generation unmanned aerial system, the Tian SSUAV, a massive, high-altitude, it's important to know, mothership designed to deploy swarms of attack drones and precision-guided missiles. This UAV could redefine aerial warfare, blending long-range reconnaissance with strike capabilities in a single platform. The range is 7,000 to 7,500 kilometers, which is like 3,500 nautical miles, give or take. Service ceiling is 15 kilometers, bypassing most air defenses, so 40 to 50,000 feet. Payload capacity, 2 launch modules housing hundreds of first-person view kamikaze drones with a range of 25 to 35 kilometers. Heavy ordnance, anti-ship missiles, stealth cruise missiles, and aeroballistic missiles. Self-defense. It carries its own PL-12, PL-15 missiles. So that means it's got its own radar. It's got its own self-defense suite. And it's using autonomous drone swarm control using AI. It's going to weigh 15 tons, which is pretty light for something like that, and have a 25-meter wingspan, which is not huge. I mean, we're not talking... C-17. So here it is, the SSUAV, and then it deploys. Boy, physics has left the chat. Single engine. So I'm probably like the size of a Reaper or something, I guess. Big drone. So immediately no, right? Nothing, because wind. We have this thing, aerodynamics, the wind stream. You can't deploy it sideways unless you're like in a hover for it to be like that. So this animation is not that great. I don't know why you'd go sideways, because they would eject and have to go, out and down and then reorient themselves to the relative wind and keep going. And that's not what's happening here. So I'm not 100% sure how legit this is. I'm curious to see the actual final one, but here's another one. Now they're going down, which is probably a little more realistic. Okay, I don't speak Spanish, so I don't know.
You know I don't speak Spanish. In English, please.
So you can see they're not that big, so to speak, because those are the PL-15 missiles, PL-12 in the wings. Okay, so there you go. That's what it looks like. We're about Reaper size, so very tiny drones. And those are prop drones, not jets. 吨的庞然大物，以颠覆未来战争的姿态，瞬间引发全球轰动。其独特的异构蜂巢任务舱设计与模块化的作战理念，标志着我国无人机作战。Yeah, so they're like DJI. They actually look like DJI Mavics. 迈入母舰时代，作为全球首款可灵活配置的重型察打一体无人机，9天不仅具备7000公里的战略航程与15000米的飞行高性突破，可容纳200到300架微型无人机或巡飞弹，形成智能化的蜂群作战体系。当接近目标区域时，这些子机如蜂群般倾泻而出，执行侦察、电子干扰或饱和式攻等任务。机翼下的8个武器外挂件可搜舰艇的雷击形成9天无更是将未来战争推进正以科技创新为底，在苍穹之上书写。There you go. So they're little bitty things. So what do we learn? I'll be interested to see it. I mean, obviously that was a real one there, so it's already in the test phase. Here's the problem with high altitude and those type of drones. Air is less dense. Higher you go, the drones can't fly at those altitudes. They just can't. They're not. They're the little FPV drones are not going to be able to operate in the 40 to 50,000 foot range. They're going to have to get low because that's their operating ceiling. I mean, maybe 10,000 feet, maybe 15,000 feet. And obviously getting low puts them in the threat ring of a lot of things. So, as far as ejecting, I mean, they'd have to go slow, right, to be able to throw them out the sides into the wind stream and have them reorient. So, but conceptually, the idea of a drone swarm, I like it. That's where we're headed with modern warfare. We've seen that in Ukraine. We've seen that a little bit in the Israeli conflict. It is a pressing issue. So, with that said, is this going to be any kind of major game changer? Probably not. And this thing itself is probably going to get shot down fairly easily. So good luck. I mean, how many kills do you get if you shoot down one drone that has 100 drones in it? I guess you become an ace in a one shot, one kill. But I do think, though, that the drone swarm technology is going to increase, but you're going to need something that can get up into the higher atmosphere, and it's not going to be a quadcopter style drone like what we saw there. So anyway, interesting stuff. It's obviously going to keep developing. I'll be interested to see when it finally does fly, how it works with throwing stuff horizontally into the wind stream, and how those drones reorient themselves, find the target, kill the target, and all while defending itself. So those will all be considerations for something like that. But anyway, let me know in the comments what you think. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.